Hi, welcome back. Let's continue where we left off. We managed to partially build the gantry, only partially because we haven't installed the C-bearing block. Heck, even we haven't painted that yet, so I have painted the bearing and its joint apart upon releasing it from the bed. I managed to crack one of the C connector block. Then wash off the part in an alcohol and rinse them. So, since I cracked one of the part, I need to cover the crack with a glue to prevent leak. But as usual, it leaked anyway, from I do not know where, and decided to let it partially cure until it's in honey-like consistency. Then fill it to the fullest. Then clean them all of spilled resin, yada yada. Next is assembling the C connector to the C linear plug. I opted to do it like that because it's easier for me to pre-assemble, cause the plug is was already off the rail in the storage anyway. Next is to replace the temporary screw I installed in previous section. Well, the screw finally arrived and I immediately installed it. It's replaced now. I installed the C bearing into the underside of the gantry. First slide the tin nuts, careful, the empty should be on the inside. Luckily I didn't make that mistake, but in the middle of assembly,
Wait a minute. Ah,
yeah, I forgot to insert the X nut for the Z joint, and probably you are screaming since 1 minute ago by now. And it's also annoying that I need to change hex key for each pair of screws. Okay, it's time to insert the gantry to the frame, lowering it down, and the gantry is connected to the C axis. It's time for the belt, starting from the C belt. Oh, well, disassemble again then. I choose to lay the 3D printer on the side, back, and disassemble it. The C belt was specified as 1200 mm. My fortat is 300 mm each, so 4 tires is needed. I use the 4 tires because I do not want to get up and pick my measuring tape, but in the end I forced to, cause I do not have any scissors on hand. Then get up again cause I forgot to pick the rest of the 3 belts in a row. Since it's still in a row, in previous section I choose to not widen the groove. So in this section, I choose to snip a bit of the belt, then slide said belt between the groove and the Z clips. Then we tighten the screws. Don't forget to do the other 3A. Then next step is to install the gantry back to the C axis connector. But I apparently do not follow the instruction here. It's more easier for me to assemble it like that, just slide it on its back, insert in the gantry, managing the belts, lining the bearing up, then tighten every Z connector screws. Next is the belt. It looks like that I've got confused on how the belt should be assembled. In my mind, the belt came from the inside out, like so. But the groove should be on the clip then, and the belt loop won't engage with the pulley. But after consulting with the manual, I finally figured out on how the thing should be assembled. The belt came from the bottom gantry, around the C pulley, from the outside in, then to the C belt raceway. Don't forget that, eh? Then just the other from the inside out, then finish at the gantry top side. Then slip the belt underneath the clip and then tighten the screws. The gantry is finally connected to the Z axis. Ah, that's not a good sound. And it felt heavy too. Well, it's obvious why it is heavy. It's connected to the C stepper motor. The one that's light isn't connected to the stepper. Stepper motor have some holding torque even though the coil isn't energized right. I felt some resistance while spinning the motor, so just realized that while writing this script. But at the time I'm not. I'm more concerned about the stiff steering wheel.
I honestly do not know what happened with this thing. This thing collides easily. While this thing, while this, see, oh, all of them are accepted. I have tried to rebuild some, but I have tried to rebuild some, but it didn't succeed. No, I didn't lose any balls. Perhaps one on this thing. And yes, I have tried to loosen this thing, this wiper, and we tighten them. it worked on this side, but on the other it don't. Uh, I do not know. I suspect my wheel is bent, but I do not think it is. Let me try this side. On this side, it is the same, but I think it is helping. I honestly do not know. What should I do now? I really want to avoid buying another one of these. This thing is expensive. What else could I say? I think that's it. That's all for now. Huh. I think this thing is bent. Let me loosen this. Hi. Oh, too big. Too big. Ah. Here is our situation. This thing is bent. Bent, bent like this. So when I held this end, held this end, held this end and tap the other, it could flex because and that's it. I need to buy a new one. This is one off. Let me cut the other. And off you go. Bye bye. Okay. And this is bent like this. I'm just guessing here. I do not have the tool to check if this is truly bent or not. I could just guess it, and this is my guess. And I think that's why this thing is stuck. Not stuck, yeah. This is where the linear looks stuck. Okay, see you soon.
And for the second one, that's really stiff. It's also my experiment on ball replacement. Remember in part 2 for this series where I said I lose some ball? Well, I decided to replace them all with a new bearing ball and I do not know. In the end, it's stiff. Really stiff. Probably the ball is slightly too big. Because of these two issues, I decided to replace them both with a new slightly less quality one. Well, I need to skimp on something. As usual, clean and reloop it before installing it back to the extrusion. To install the extrusion, first I need to align the nut to the screw by doing that, then tighten the screw like so. When assembling the way, I need to tilt the frame so that the nut slides and meeting the screw. But this happened.
Oh my god, this is heavy. What the? Oh yeah, forgot. Ah, fuck. Ah. Well, it's in pieces now. This, I forgot to install this. Well, I will rebuild it off camera. See you soon.
Yeah, the manual was right. Okay. After that accident, it's time for the AB belts. But first, I need to win this. These are parts for X carriage. Apparently, this part called X carriage and not the whole X way extrusion plus this part. So, yeah. Oopsie. Anyway, I painted this with 2 mm wall thickness and 40% in infill, just like they specified in the build manual. And then clean them and skipping the cavity fee because I want this part to build as lightweight as possible. It's assembly time. I do not know. I do not have much thing to say other than that I installed all of the part even though mine is too small. And I should do this from the start, using the internet as a normal reference to prevent the insert being crooked. And they also specified to left 3 mm cap for this screw. So I use the tool since it is 3 mm intake as well. Now, it's time for install the AB belt by first cutting them into size. This time, I do not do the trick and decided to mark my floor at 1 meter distance. Since they specify 2 meter belt length, I measure it twice and then copy the length on the other part by doing it like that. Okay, the routing. I started by pinching the belt between the canty left side and the linear probe. Then to the back, to the drivers, and the difficulty was that I most often misshot the belt and I need to just redo the routing cause I also got confused in the process. Then to the front, passing the XY connector right side on the idle lip. The idea is difficult for me to route the belt too cause the belt needs to be routed into tight places. I even need my hex key just to be able to push the belt into places. Not only that, resorting is also an issue as well, and redoing it means weighing down the teeth cause it's scraped against the edge of the sharp aluminum profile. I don't know, I think it is easier to route the AP belt while not in the frame. Just don't tighten the belt yet. Speaking of belt tightening, it's time to tighten the belt starting by pinching side belt onto the block, then pulling it. I place the candy to the leftmost side for a reason. It will move to the left if I pull the right side of the belt. Then tighten the candy and install the side screw. Well, the belt is installed now. One last thing to do, the cracking belt. The belt making that sound because these two parts ain't in tension. That happened because these two parts are not in tension, even though the tensioner is in tension position. So I created some spacer about 2.5 mm over the same width as my 2.5 number X key. Then proceed to install the spacer and tighten the screw. While in the repair mode, I also replaced the broken Z-clip shown in the previous video, and I think that's it for now. The candy is assembled. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section below or check out the manual yourself if you share and have a comment like me. Thank you for watching. Later, getters.
I am so sorry for not uploading this video for last month as I promised in the previous video. I got discouraged for making this content. Being a YouTuber is hard, especially as a beginner one. I think I will make a video about this celebrating 1 year of this channel running. See you!